Hey, Bucks here. Today we have the long-awaited Titans ebook. For those who want the written form of the ebook, subscribe to my Twitch channel. Link the Twitch channel subscription to the Discord. That's linked in the description below. Or you can hit ! Discord and Twitch chat. And then the ebooks will be in Discord for you. So you need to sub to the Twitch channel to get them. Hopefully it'll be out within a week. I'm on vacation when this comes out, so I'm going to try and get it done at some point over the coming week or two. But we've been running for a long time. It is very glitchy. I'm going to go over my most used formations, kind of fight the meta, and how I do against different people. But my most used formation is tight flex for good reasons, because it can basically do everything. The only thing it can't do, we're going to go against 3-5, probably one of the most meta ones in the game right now. Otherwise, we'll show against nickel normal, blitz, heavy pressure, that kind of stuff too in a little bit. So if they're going against Tampa too, we'll just put that. So my most used plays in here are read option, PA post shot, double spot. Inside high-low I should use, but I don't. Bench, mesh spot, slot curl, cross, draw. So I use basically the entire formation with the exception of a few. So when I set up my audibles, I take stick off and I bring it into draw. Well, I take inside high-low off and put it into slot curl. You'll see in a minute why. So generally when I come out, I'm going to come out maybe like a cross or bench, depending on my opponent. Mesh spot, solid too. But mesh spot's more used in my other formation. I'll show you in a second. But let's go with cross right off the bat. Generally in this game, you're going to be on one hash mark or the other, so I'm going to do that. Actually, I should move the ball back a little bit because we're going to take the top off the defense for some one-play touchdowns too. So I'm going to go through this formation, another tight formation, and then kind of a couple single back formations too, and some trips formations, and that'll be the ebook. Something that you probably have seen this year. So Tampa 2, how I fight Tampa 2 is either this formation. I got a couple ways of fighting it. If I want to stay in my main formation, let me face against cover 3 first, since I came out in a cover 3 beater. I got cover 2 beaters. Give me a second. So this is a cover 3 beater. I come out in stock because I have the other plays in my playbook. So I got double drags with Owens on his route right there. Tomlinson out of the backfield out of wheel. Depends on how many people I think they're blitzing. Generally, I will always block my halfback. All right. Now you can get risky. Only block 5. I like 6 blocks just about every single play. Don't ask me why I do it, but I do it. I rarely send out 5. I feel like the pressure is too hot. But, you know, people will be fine sending out 5. And really the running back, wheel route and stuff are very powerful. And something I should add more to my scheme, but I don't. So the wheel route, great, but I take it off. So here's my first setup against a cover 3. And then you just throw it out. You guys know wheel routes. Oh, wow. Very athletic play. That's absolutely insane. I don't know. I don't got know. That's a Rod Woodson making a Rod Woodson play. You don't often see that. If you think they're going to do something like that, and they're in like a cover 3, you can always take advantage of it. Streak Rice. I like to drag Gonzo. Owens, I'll put on an in route here. So this is my like setup. So then you snap it. The thing is, he gets out there really quick. So if he's out there, then you just throw there. Otherwise, you're playing off the user. So it depends on how spread out. Like if they're more closer to the line of scrimmage. If it's like a linebacker and they're like a 3-4, it's much easier. But see how he's kind of he gets a little bit wider. Ooh, yeah. So right here, I should be able to get it. Instant snap, and you can get like 10 yards. Spin him out further. I've spun him out for like 90-yard touchdowns before. But that's against cover 3. You just throw that wheel route. Sometimes you'll get that Woodson thing. It happens. Just try not to make a dumb throw. Halfback draw and read option are great. Read option's great because there's no like read man. You just keep it with your halfback unless you keep it with your quarterback unless you see a lot of guys stacked to the right. Otherwise, you just run with your quarterback over here, spin a guy out, and then you take your sometimes 10 to 15, otherwise 5 to 10 yards. They don't fumble if you read option. Otherwise, you guys know how powerful draws are against drop. Slot curl. All right, so if you're facing Tampa 2, slot curl will kill it, and I love slot curl. Otherwise, drag. And usually, I have in my scheme in MUT, I have 2 deep route runners. 2 deep route runners are very important. I'll show you why in another formation. This formation, it's kind of important, but I don't really use the deep route runners in this formation. So the only deep route runner I use is that deep in. I love the deep in from the B receiver, so that I put in stock. So this is my setup. If I think a blitz is coming, I'll slide left. ID the guy on the right. Generally the defensive linemen. I know only 4 are coming, but where Moss gets, it beats Tampa 2. So we're waiting for Moss. Wait. Throw it. Wait when you see them break. Don't throw it with a pass lead up. That was a bad pass lead. That's my fault. Do not throw with a pass lead up. Pass lead more to the sidelines. Let me set it up again. Oh, frick, wrong play. Slot curl, drag Gonzalez, in route Owens to the first down route mark. So there's my Tampa 2 beater. We'll slide. All right. So wait for it. Up and out. You got to go up and out. So more of kind of like, what I put that at? 10:30. 10:30 on the joystick. If you go too far up towards 11, 12, you're gonna get hit by the safety. If you go too far to the right. Actually, I don't know if too far to the right is, or to the left is a big deal. And again, you can do this to both sidelines, right and left. I just flip my play. So you're attacking the wide side of the field. I'll show it to the north. You can always curl that guy too if you want. Sorry, I threw that too late because I was looking at the curl. But that's basically open every single time against cover 2. They're gonna have to put him in like their deep quarter, deep thirds that also beats. So here it is. We'll try it. We'll show you the short side. I much prefer the wide side though. I don't even know if this works to the short side. Let's test it out. And very tight to the short side. I prefer the wide side. But anyway, that deep corner is really nice. Otherwise, we got PA post shot, which you'll see me run a lot. I run it a lot. So PA post shot, the cover 3 1-play touchdown. If they don't play stick, if they play sticks, it's not a 1-play touchdown. Or they put them in deep halves. But streak Rice, hot route Moss to the sticks. I like to put Gonzalez on a curl. You can leave him on a drag, but his drag's basically useless because he'll be on the other side of the field. So I put him on a curl, and then I'll playmaker him. Playmaker, that tight end's nice. You can also go into a 4 wide receiver package, but you got to motion out Owens. Otherwise, you can put Owens on a deep route running cross instead of motioning him, but I motion him out, and then you basically just wait. You can do that. Otherwise, there it is. If you're under too much pressure, you a playmaker and throw it. Otherwise, there's the touchdown over the top as a 1-play against cover 3. So that works. Naturally, of course, like if you're sticking this, there's other ways of this Owens route does pretty well getting open. It's like a deep crosser. So you could try that too. Oh fuck, you got a goddamn block shed. So if they don't use that deep crosser, Owens route gets open with a clear out there on this play. So just know that. But deep crossers, those you can put that in any play with the deep route running cab. So slot curl's nice, and like I said with this, I really like the deep in route to basically the user will always curl back, so you generally always throw that drag. The user will almost always curl back to the in route, so to try and bait you, but know that and just always throw the drag if the corner's not getting open. Otherwise, even in a cover 3, the corner route will get glitchy open, and it's just silly, especially if you roll out like this. Like that's just even against cover 3, it's just glitchy. Cover 4, it's almost impossible, but it can be done. But there's a will, there's a way. It's Madden. Otherwise, PA post shot, run it stock. Sometimes I'll see guys pressing me in cover 3. So if they go like a cover 3 press, if they baseline press, then you're really in business. Then all you do is just streak. You fade Moss here, because you're compressed. You can beat even when they play sticks and cover 3. If they press it, if they baseline press, an inside fade from an inside receiver is a 1-play touchdown. Especially if you do something like, I don't know, drag him out. I don't know. Sometimes they drag him down a little bit better, but basically. Oh wait, we should have thrown a streak on the other side of the field. The safety played it really well, but all right, let's do this. Let's do it better. All right, so baseline press. Wait, let's go to cover 3. Baseline press. Sometimes they'll do that. Sometimes they'll even baseline and push it in, but play sticks. All right. So generally Moss is nice. Kind of to the near sideline's nice too. So let's try something like this. We'll see this against baseline cover 3 press. Oh, so pass lead out to Moss, and you kind of got it. Do you see that? Anyways, you guys saw it. I don't want to do it again. We gotta get through this. So otherwise, just do it stock, right? This is a great play stock. The double crossers get open. B's open as long as I'm not getting pressured. Then Y is open. You're gonna see the user to the wide side of the field, so just know that. Generally, the user is going to cover the B route more than the Y route, but if they're sending pressure, and you can pick it up, slide the pressure. You got 6-man protection here. But otherwise, if they go call like cover 4, Moss will beat it over the top there on that post route. Cover 6, Moss will beat it over the top of that post route. So this basically beats all coverage. The only thing that really shuts it down is if they cross man Rice, play underneath, play like a cover 3 man coverage up on Rice, and then user Owens. Owens can't be man covered, so like you got to cross man Rice. But then generally it's you can throw it at Rice really late. So they do something like, sorry, let's do this and it's cross man Owens, like that's a user. Something like this, and then maybe put them there. We'll try to set up like this just to show what the defense could do. Otherwise, one of them is going to be a user. But anyways, this helps stop it a little bit. Y actually ended up getting open, so that crossman didn't even work. But it's a linebacker. If that's like a Jamal, if that's a safety, if that's an Ed Reed type, their crossman, it's going to be much tighter of a throw. Otherwise, PA post shot, slot curl. I love that slot curls by cover 2. Shots, basically everything. Halfback draw. We'll go to the other plays. I use bench against pressure. Against somebody that's kind of sending hard pressure, but bench is countered by cover 3. So bench is good against pressure, but cover 3 destroys it. It beats cover 2 pretty well, good to the sidelines. Mesh spot, good. I like it. I'll show it in another formation I like it better in, out of a shotgun tight formation, because I get better blocking there. This PA post shot used to be better when the tight end was kind of a check and release, so you get better blocking there, but he's no longer. Double spot is really nice because that released. I'm not gonna run it because you got that. You got an arrow route to your running back. If you don't have that arrow route on Elite Route Runner, it gives it to you right there. That's beautiful. So I can run that, and it's got, you know. All right, I'll just do it. Let's go against Tampa 2 again. You have flood concept that way, and then a Moss to check down. Otherwise, if it's sending a blitz, you get high point Rice real quick. Otherwise, you got flood concept, then Moss is your check down. So flood concept, RB is open, and I'm sacked. All right, I got a call protection. So RB, if you see RB open, you throw that shit right away. RB's open, boom. You take your yards. You make them user that, or put hard flats on. You'll mostly get that usered. A lot of people look to the running back to that out route. It's almost like catnip for them. So they go there, and then you just kind of rude. Camera 2, you're glitchy, but I'm not gonna show anymore. You do a flood route to the right. And then you do the check down to the backside. So tight flex, what else is here? Anything else? I don't bench switch, I use regular bench. Alright, next formation that I like here is the tight doubles. If somebody's pressuring me, I eat them alive in tight doubles. This formation's why you need your deep route runners. You put a deep route runner in TO spot and Moss's spot right here. And generally I have Randy Moss here or Megatron, and then Randy Moss here, Megatron, and then TO here. That's my setup. My tight end. It could be anybody. Shockey. Everybody's got Gronk, so try Gronk. Your running back, I guess Lynch or Bell. Anybody really at running back. You don't throw the running back because you're going to go 7-man protection. Mesh spot. The reason I don't like mesh spot that much out of it, and there's difference in the corner routes between mesh spot and curl. It might not look that dramatic, but mesh spot beats cover 2. So say if they blitz heavy, say they go Tampa 2, and say they blitz all their linebackers, and you know they're blitzing you heavy. So max protect, fade Owens, Moss. You can do an in route or a drag or whatever. But so this will be the protection. You got 7-man protection, you got 7-man blitz, and then basically they're gonna use it. They got to choose between B. So I had to get that out because I didn't pick it up. But they're sending 7. And I'm only blocking. Okay, right, that should work. What's happening? They're sending 7. I'm blocking 7. Will ID the outside guy? I don't know if that'll work. All right, sending 7. They'll generally only send 6 because they use one of those linebackers. But if they send 7, oopsies. All right. So you can even do. You can try something like this. Double drags with that corner out against Tampa 2. See if this works. Shedded. So Y would get open there. Otherwise, I'm getting shedded pretty crazy. Let's slide and then ID. Let's see if this picks it up. It'll get shedded. Oh, shoot. I didn't blitz it. But anyways, Y should get open. Right? Y is open against that cover 2. So you run double drag. Otherwise, it's just a generic flood pattern. Like this. Otherwise, you can like that, or even slant them. If you can get enough time in the pocket. Generally, you get more time in MUT than you get in practice mode. But that's money against cover 2. Cover 3, not so money. Not so cash money. You need to clear out route against cover 3. But because of the way the cover 2 safeties drop, you can generally fit it in there. So if they're sending a harsh blitz, something like this. Against cover 3. Okay, I didn't blitz them, but you need that clear out there in order to get that fitted in there. So that's a decent... It's a slow route, though. So a user can catch up to it pretty easily with their 99 speed users now. But that's a nice... That mesh is really... Otherwise, this play stock is phenomenal. It is glorious. Let me show it stock. You got double drags, which are powerful, and then a guy that stops in the middle of the field. So the user, like, basically, you watch the user fly around and just throw the middle of the field. You can even throw it low, high, whatever you want. But that stop route in the middle of the field is really nice. Otherwise, then late, you got that. But I was getting pressure, so I threw it early. Otherwise, you can clear it out late. Yeah, should have thrown X. Anyways, running back. That's why I prefer blocking running backs. But, is what it is. You can always deep route run or post, too. Yeah, I don't know why my drag is getting pushed back behind the line of scrimmage going right to left. Feels bad, man. Let me put it on a natural drag. See, natural drag, it doesn't get knocked like that. I'm just not IDing the corner, is why I'm getting blitzed. Why I'm getting sacked. So, I love mesh out of this for that protection. Otherwise, like I said, deep crossers, max protect with either like, I'm going to put slants on. So, a drag or a streak. If I streak this guy, I'm only going to block 6. So, here's my, imagine Moss and Oa are double crossers. This is my, maybe sending 5 or 6 at me. If I know he's sending 6, I'll generally block 7 because they're going to hover to take up a guy too. So this is my sending 6, 2 crossers and a drag. And they can't cover because they're going to cover 2. So you'll have sideline routes. Otherwise, you'll just check down to the drag. But yeah, see, they get into the nice open area. So that's glitchy as fuck. Even against lesser pressure, it just gets open. From this. So this is I like high pointing out of this formation too. So if I'm near the goal line, basically my offense is either draw out of this formation or put a tall guy in Rice's spot with high spec catch, a tall guy in Tony G's with high spec catch, and then run, I'll show it to you. Run this double stick. I curl both the inside wide receiver and the tight end, and then just high point them. That's my goal line. That or this draw. Otherwise, curl is really nice against man coverage. So if I'm facing someone with heavy blitzing man coverage, I'll call curl. Say they're in a mid blitz. You get a lot of mid blitz. Yeah, a fair amount of mid blitz. So Moss would be a deep route runner. So I'd put him on a deep route running corner route. You only really need to block 6 against mid blitz, but I'll block 7 here. So you got double corner routes and a drag. Impossible for the user to cover all of them. You have the entire field. Generally, the user is going to cover the drag. So watch Owens against man coverage. See how that beats out there? You just throw it with a pass lead outside, and you can get 15 yards of rip. So mid-blitz is dead for that. Motion him over. The only issue is, yeah, motioning him. Otherwise, if you feel like you get a lot of time, comeback routes work, but that's really dangerous. You can double drag here. Always double drag if you need it. But B was wide open. Every single thing was wide open. Whatever one's not used. So that's the mid-bit blitz beater out of this. But yeah, this is basically, if you send pressure, I send this formation at you, block 7, and then I just crossers or out routes at you. Otherwise, this one, because I don't, now if they go into cover 2, the reason, did I go into cover 2? No. All right, the reason I don't like this curl route against cover 2 is because it doesn't get behind cloud flats. That corner route. That corner route doesn't get behind cloud flats. You can watch it. See how the cloud flat plays it back. It just doesn't work. So you got to have that. That's why you need mesh corner route. You can't use this. This one's a man beater, but not a cover 2 cloud flat beater. It is pretty quick though, which is nice. So like if they do, we'll try cover 3 show 2. So something like this might work. Let's try and check this out. And too much interaction. That doesn't really work. But anyways, that's what I like out of this formation, basically to deal with heavy pressure, because they won't be able to deal with any of that. Like you can basically hit every single corner of the field and block them. But you can always sub in a tackle for your tight end here if you're facing somebody that's blitzing a lot. Sub in a tackle for Tony G, and then a good pass blocking running back, and you'll have a lot of fun. So mesh spot, Z spot's fine out of it too with that running back arrow route. I like it. The corner route for the tight end isn't that glitchy. It's okay. Wide receiver cross at a PA, not that good. The halfback base is solid, but nothing crazy either. So I'll show you the Z spot route while we're here. Just against, we'll go against Tampa too, I guess. So the Z spot route, it doesn't really get behind it either. We'll do a clear out with Owens. So I'll show it to you here. See how that doesn't get behind Tampa 2 either? So it's not a good corner. So I only use that if I know that I'm going to check down to a running back. If I want a quick out route there, I'll basically watch his user. If he flies to Tomlinson, I'll throw it to Rice. And then there. Or you can high point Rice too if you want. High point, low point, whatever you want. We could try it again. And high point. So one of those two, basically heavy pressure. There you go. So that's it for this formation. I love tight doubles though. They just get so frustrated because you know they're aggressive players, and if you could just handle their heat and dot them up like that with the only few different concepts, it's glorious. All right, next one I want to go to in shotgun. I don't know if I want to, like, do you guys really care about trips? You guys know how to run trips, right? PA crossers. I've shown you how to run PA crossers. That shit's great. PA bubble. It's unfortunate it's a PA pass, but it's a bubble, which is fine. Level sail. Like when you're not having trouble, when you're having trouble with somebody, and those first two formations, if you're still having trouble, go to flip to trips tight end offset. You run nothing but PA crossers, level sail. You can even go X under if you want, if you think you can make it work. Inside zone and 0-1 trap. All right, 0-1 trap, especially against 3-3-5. So 3-3-5 is vulnerable. I don't know. I probably should have done a cover too, but regardless, 0-1 trap is really nice against 3-3-5. If my guys can get off the block, let me go to cover 2. What are you gonna face 95% of the time in 3-3-5? So 0-1 trap, down, and there you go. That's generally what's gonna happen. If they're using a shoot the gap, then maybe they'll be in trouble. But 0-1 trap or inside zone, and you're home. Right? You just run the ball against them. Hopefully you can get some good run blocks. You have better run blocking receivers out there than I do with, I guess Moss is out there, but the other two are okay. So yeah, try and do that. Try and fit in there. Oops. Bad run stick or just bad animations. Doesn't matter. Otherwise, yeah, PA cross it out, streak, drag, in route, PA crossers. You can leave the play action on or not. Generally I like this going to the wide side instead of the near side. Near side's not as good, but when in doubt, cross it out. So trips tight end offset, solid play right there. There's no fake screen wheel, which is the major issue in this playbook. So if it had fake screen wheel, I'd love it a little bit more. Here's Trey Y flex. You got PA cross shot, same as crossers, inside zone. Fade smash looks like it, but doesn't play the same. I only like that inside streak route. That fade route, it's unfortunate. I really wish that was a better fade route. If it was fake screen wheel instead of fade smash, this book would be even better. Double Y flex. I like this. The Z spot, that route gets over cloud flats from that corner route. So that's really nice. Angle smash is nice. I think that gets over cloud flats too. Fork wheel is beautiful. Titans cross is a great crosser. I'm not gonna show it to you. This PA combo is great against a heavy blitz, like a heavy man blitz too. For that crosser out route. Wait, no. For a heavy blitz, it's great against it. For like that Tampa 2 blitz, not against the man blitz. The PA combo is only okay against the man blitz. Against the heavy Tampa 2 blitz, it's great. 4 verts, beautiful. Trey wide flex, we just went through that. Trey open, nah. Empty munch wide. This is nice because it's got a QB draw. That's about it. Otherwise, it's okay. I don't love the protection. Like if you can make it work, you can make it work, right? But I don't think it's competitive. Slot offset, it's cool. Not consistently great. Shakes would have been great in 18, not this year. You can make it work with especially with the motion inside zone, swing and screen and cross and spot. Like these things work. Don't get me wrong. They just don't work all game. You can fuck them up for a little bit, but eventually they'll catch on. Like, so you can use it. You can do this for a drive. Basically, all you want to do is swing it outside if they're blitzing, inside zone to get their user gone, and then cross routes or corner routes for that spot. Spot I like to do. I'll just show you. I'll show you the spot right now. Moss. So this is basically it. Basically, it's you're playing with a user. Oh, come on! Damn, dude. If they back up that far, just throw it to your running back. So let's just ID him. And we still don't pick him up. What? You see how A was kind of getting open? Slide line? Maybe that'll work? There we go. No. Doesn't even get open against Tampa 2. So, yeah, basically check it down. So, it's basically another swing pass, but different because you got an in route. Yeah, not that good. But that's basically your options. Otherwise, the crosser is fine in there. Motion inside zone. This is good to evacuate a user. So they'll be sprinting over when you do the... this is what I like the most. They'll be sprinting over and then you just inside zone it. So you basically have one less person in the box to run the inside zone against. Basically, just a numbers game at that point. But that's why I don't love slot offset. If that motion spot corner did well, the motion cross route does, but it's basically used it every time. The cross and in aren't that big a separation either. So I don't love it. Wing slot offset, it's okay. I mean, you can get that deep corner if you motion somebody over. PA double post is okay, but you're not really disguising anything, so I don't love that. Doubles I don't love either. I'm okay with doubles halfback weak. Basically, this play, if I max protect, I got an angle route that route rate here-ish. Do you see that one on the far right? I'm not going to point to it. The PA read on the route on the right beats like a man coverage. So you can, if you have heavy man blitz, you can do that too. That one's okay. Otherwise, it's just whatever. Titans Y crosser in route gets open. Verticals draw, inside zone, and base. Nothing too crazy there. Tight doubles we talked about. Y trips weak. This Z route is solid. But again, like fade Y corner, good. That gets behind cloud flats, I do believe. Let's test it out. So let's see. Oh, I don't have a suck down route, do I? I need a sucky route. So do Rice to the outside. I think they Rice to the sucky route. There you go. Sucky route, and ooh, I needed a clear out too. So clear out sucky. Send it up because I lost my document. Clear out sucky. And don't get sacked, please. There you go. So it beats cloud flats over the top. So that's one thing. And then you can always do like the inside zone stuff. When in doubt, forward it out. Always the beautiful play. Just don't throw it right there. Wait till it gets across the field. Or away from the user. Or check down the running back. So that's an okay formation. I like this formation because it beats Tampa 2, that 4 vertical. So that one down the middle of the field. So if they're doing anything crazy to you, Rice splits those safeties. So you can try and, like, say they're using the middle linebacker. Distract them. All right, we'll go like this. As I did a bad pass lead. I got a pass lead that's the middle. But anyways, that's going to be Tampa 2 for a 1 play with that 4 vert route. Otherwise, it's just whatever. I mean, it's 4 verts, right? You should know. Rack eggs. That's what I like to do against. If you guys ever have anybody in those tight formations, let me show it to you. You'll see a lot of crossman. I should have talked about crossman at the top. So these guys will get crossman like in tight doubles or tight slot. Say you're getting crossman in the 3-3-5 by the safeties. So say they go like here, something like this. So Rice and Moss, because you're getting crossers, they do crossman. Deep crossers still work against it, but fade him. If you fade Rice, as long as he's 99 speed, he's got to be like a Moss Megatron type. You can rack egg. This is called... God. Fucking A. Let's set up the Crossman again. Let's block, motion. You better freaking pick him up. Alright. So here's the Crossman. What you do is it... Are you serious? You just rack egg it. I don't know what to tell you guys. Okay, there you go. 7 protecting. So you pass lead it outside. It's called a rack egg. It gets that animation. So that's how I beat cross-manning, and cross-manning is kind of my friend right now. Because you get the outside pass lead and you can basically do it. As long as if they could click on, sometimes they can click on and make that play. Other times they clicked on and then sucked into that animation. So it's kind of random whether they get the swat or not. But that's the rack egg against Crossman. That's how you defeat Crossman. Otherwise, you just run like corner routes and shit. Wide trip's weak. I think I talked about. Slot 2 buck is solid too. Let's run a little slot 2 buck. It does pretty decent. Let's go again. Let's cover 2. So basically, you have levels concepts. Got blocking, get out. So basically, just read who's open and throw the ball. It's 5-man blocking. You can obviously increase it like this. Gonzo doesn't have to stop there. You can drag him. You can block him. Let's do it on the drag. So basically, right here is against this Tampa 2. You're playing the levels of the user. So I'll play this out like I'm using it. So right there, right there. I bail back here. Then you have that. You see, they have that in route. If you can get that in route right when they're abandoning it, Jesus. Right when they're abandoning the in route. Right when they're going to RB, then hit that in route. The user sometimes will get ahead of you, but oftentimes if you hit the in route early enough, you're fine. Let me try it. Yeah, depends. Like if you drag Gonzo, it drags down that guy over there. Hit it right there. He got a nice animation. But anyway, slot 2 bucks solid. You're not really doing much with Owens there. You can always clear out with Gonzo, but then the user's more likely to chase deep. So then you got basically 2 underneath routes. Wow. Shed City. 335 is good. So that's that one. Otherwise, another play I like right there, before we get into the, is the high-low dig. You just drag or in route the middle wide receiver, and then you read running back to the flat first. Then you look the in route or drag. So okay, or you either look running back or tight end high point first, depending on what you see in the defense pre-snap. Then you look at the in route, and then the deep in are your next 2. Generally, the user will peel back to the deep end, so don't expect to run. Don't expect to throw the deep end unless the user has bailed out for like the running back on the left. That is all I want to see. Bunch is bunch, and I don't really care about running the same formation a lot of other people have, but there's some good shit here. Verticals is always good. Corner strike's fine. Mesh, good. Deep corner, great. Yeah. Good shit there out of bunch. Tight flex. Monster stack. Sometimes you can fuck up pass rush angles by getting into monster stack and then audibling to tight flex any of these 3 wide receiver sets. Alright, so that's it for there. The only I form or strong or weak I run is this I form wing. I put my audibles to fullback dive, fullback fake, and then I come out in the toss on the goal line. So I come out in the toss, I look at the defense. If I feel like I can get the toss, I run it. If I don't feel like I can do that, if they spread out a little bit, I go the dive. Otherwise, once in a blue moon, I'll do the fullback fake halfback flip. But the fullback fake halfback flip doesn't work as well this year as it did last year. So they've gotten more awareness this year, so it doesn't really work, which is too bad. Power G, I wish was better. It's pretty good, but seems to have gotten blown up for me quite a bit. That's all I run there. Otherwise, out of single back, you can always run single back. You know that one cheesy thing where you run the ball on a dive and then cut left. I think I want to say maybe it's wing pair. Run a dive and cut left because the linebackers are stupid. That works. Otherwise, tight end attack is great. Drag your outside tight end. Got levels. Yeah. Just you see that online. It's kind of whatever. Wing tight Z. It's still got stretch and dive and stuff. Curl flat is nice. I don't know. You guys know this concept, right? Hopefully. So when they're in a Tampa 2, this has been a thing since Madden 17. It converts to man coverage. So if you got a man beating route out there, see how they converted to man coverage? Sharp's not good enough on his route running to win that. But say you motion out Sharp and then put him into like a comeback. Now watch this convert to man coverage because you got it's like a one-on-one. See how he gets that? So if Sharp was any good at wide receiver, at catching the ball, he'd have made those plays. But otherwise, yeah, tight end attack at all these formations is really nice. I don't know why you did that. I'm gonna stop it. It's nothing I use though. All right, if you want to know what I use, I don't use that. Deuce close is beautiful. This is amazing formation for running the ball and getting some passes off. Halfback wham and stretch. Make sure and have a lead the way blocker at tight end. You can either put a fullback in there like Franco Harris at one of these tight ends. If you're lefty, generally I flip the play. If you're righty, I run it straight up and wham that way. Otherwise, stretch is nice. Tight end angle is beautiful. Misdirection solid. But that's kind of it that I like here. Bench. I've used bench in the past. It's okay still. I still like bench when I expect like a blitz. Otherwise, I just stretch around the blitz. Other ones I use, there are usable formations here. Don't get me wrong. I just don't use them. Inside cross is beautiful. I haven't really... Bunch. Any bunch with a toss is powerful. It's got tight end angle, which is solid. 4 verts. So yeah, you can make a single back bunch scheme work well there too. I don't use it. Double south is here. It doesn't have the toss out of double south, I don't love it. But it's got some decent other plays. Again, nothing glitchy. Doubles, nothing glitchy. Wide trips is good against like Tampa 2. I should have put my audibles in. So, watch Owens. Gets open there. Unless they put a deep third there. Now, I haven't seen a lot of people put deep thirds in their Tampa 2s. Generally, they're using the middle linebacker. But if they put them in a deep third, and then say they man up if they're man on Atwater, you basically just have to chuck the A. Because what's going to happen is if they're in a hard flat, so here's the thing. If they're in a hard flat, you throw the C route to the left. All right? If you see this guy in a deep third, otherwise they're going to user the cross from Rice. You just take Rice out of the game. Rice is going to get usered almost every single play unless they go back to user Owens if they don't have a deep third. So basically, your reads are look for the deep third. If he's going back there, you basically look to the corner there if it's hard flats. Otherwise, just throw it on the drag. That's kind of your work there. And then what's great about this is also when I need to audible in. So you got to set your audibles before you run this one. This is a specially designed Tampa 2 beating scheme. So you go halfback dive, halfback stretch, PA wide receiver in, flanker under works, double China works. Which one do we want to do? We'll do double China. China. The thing is, double China and flanker dig go to the same spot of the field. Flanker under goes similar spots. So I'm gonna do pay wide receiver in. So double China. We'll go wide side. Tampa 2. You guys saw me do it before. Clear out, sucky. And then you got a nice backside to Owens. Route. So basically suck down. Ooh, he played that. Generally that's not good. What am I doing wrong here? Generally the Gonzalez route doesn't get played. We'll take that, I guess. Take 5 yards. What was it? How did I suck him down? I no longer remember. I guess he sucked down really late, didn't he? Weird. I wonder if I motioned him. Maybe the motion is what did it? Brought him down? I forgot what my normal motion was. Whoops. I want to stat the ball quick. I have it. I wrote it down somewhere when I labbed it up. But there was some motion that brought this DI down. Or there's some way to suck that guy down now that I forget. Shoot. I had it and I lost it. Yeah, I got nothing. I think maybe if I streak the inside guy and then bring it down like that, but then I got no suction. Yeah, I'm not sucking down. All right, so that's not working as well for me right now, and I have no clue why. But so double China, sad. P wide receiver in this one. You're making your user take a spot. All right, witness me, user. So you basically throw that Z route. You get the tight end to clear him out. And you throw the Z route. Otherwise, if you don't have the tight end clearing it out, if you just do this, you got a lot more safety action on you. So that's why I have the tight end clear him out. Safeties collapse on you a little bit harsher. So that's why this is the setup. You can even do something like, so you can have that in route standard there. You can have that to kind of keep the user preoccupied. So the user's got to choose B or X, but they get pretty close to each other. So that's why I don't love it. That's why I like when I run this play, I generally change the in route to like either a shorter in or something like that. So I got like a mesh concept with a post pattern over the top with 6 blockers. So, solid play right there. That, in addition to the run game, we're basically running dive against this 3-3-5, which is generally an effective scheme. So basically, you run stretch and dive until they can't take it no more. Then you break out those passes. Yeah, I shouldn't have spun. Anyway, so that's solid there. Oh, one thing I forgot to point out is a old school fade. I made a note about the old school fade I want to show you guys. If they're doing some sort of like press cover 2 or press man, this stick route is great. You see how that old school fade on the right of screen, now left of screen? So say they're doing, I don't know, like this. Like a press Tampa 2. See Moss's route out there? Looks like I got an outward break. It's really nice along the sidelines. Really nice. Oh, wait, you dropped it? Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. LT, you're too good, man. LT, it's time to stop. But yeah, it gets like a backed off cover too. There's still a little bit of a zone right there to hit. So those old school fades. Unfortunately, it's the only one in the book with it. It's the only old school fade. So I kind of hate it. But it's there. If you make it there. I streak the inside guy generally. I think that's it. I showed you the wham. I showed you the tight end corner. Didn't I? I didn't show you the tight end corner here at a deuce close. Tight end angle. Otherwise, I mean, if you're in deuce close and you see 3-5, you're not running wham the whole time, you're doing it wrong. But here's this bad boy. Against Tampa 2. Deep corner routes are life. That works against cover 3, even cover 4 if you run out there. I'll switch to a cover 3 here. It's silly. I'll even put him in a deep quarter. Deep quarter. Alright, so he's an outside quarter. If he pressed in baseline, it's a little hard to get. Oh, shoot. I was on him. I gotta get off him. Preston baseline, it's much harder to get out there. So I'll watch, see this corner right here. So it'll be a little bit harder to get under there for Rice. Yeah, we got it anyways, though. Yeah, I mean, if you have ultimate faith in your quarterback, yeah, you can really dot him up. Outside quarter. Let's watch it. Let's watch him move. Yeah, even outside quarters are taken advantage of. It's just a good corner route. All right, so outside quarter. Press baseline. And you're like a flat route. Whoops. There. Let's see if this works. Oh, maybe I have to play sticks. Yeah. Play sticks might be it. And then let's try. No, still there. Huh. It's a good corner route. Really exploitable. You can always man him up to the outside. I think that's generally, if I really get beat up by that, I either send pressure or man him up, shade outside a little bit, and then let's watch it play. Pressure. Anyways, all right, so that's it. Deuce close is overpowered. What else do we think was gonna happen? That's the scheme. That's the Titans ebook. Titan flex. Did I miss anything? Not really. It's a good few dozen plays there for you. Powerful shit. Real powerful shit. But yeah, like I said, make sure you have deep route runners on. And I think you'll have a lot of success online like I have. But thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.